at you cause I'm so soon. I can't make no mistakes, cause there is just no room. Guess I was made like crutches, strong enough to hold you, strong enough to carry, but I can't think for you. I can give no input, only what I put in. Tired when I can't be, tired of my foot in, but I care for you. I want better for you, I can only hope that you want better also, cause we in this cycle.
Hello, everyone. um, Let me tell you something. Before I start this off, I want to give a disclaimer that this review is gonna be so unreal, so uncut, and so un. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Listen here. I'm gonna give a disclaimer that this will be the last review for Real Housewives of Potomac. I won't be watching the show. I won't review the show. I won't have any more commentary on this show as it stands from this day forward. This has been one of the triggering seasons of Potomac for me, and I think the worst part of it all was the ending. And so for that reason, this will be the final last time I will ever talk about these ladies anymore until there is some change and some justice done to our reality TV. Okay, so of course we starting off with how we left off with G trying to tell us what's going on with him and Mia. And I'm kind of over it, but anyway, he tell everybody he's bipolar and he's bipolar one. And that he's been bipolar for a while, and that bipolar one is the worst kind of bipolar that he can have. He says when he's in his manic state, it's impossible for him to control himself. He said he was diagnosed with it 2 years ago, and he didn't do what he needed to do to take care of it. I feel like excuses. I think they got together and they cooked up this whole storyline. I don't really care about it, okay? Because we all know Mia be lying, so I think G be lying too. Um, he go on to say he don't remember locking Mia into the room, but he can forget stuff. He did take her phone. Again, I always thought it was really strange that nobody asked him about the money in the bank account. I'm taking the money out of the account because we all know Mia be lying. Mia always lying. So anyway, we move on from there and they let the men go, okay, and we bring Kiana out, okay. And I didn't like Kay's outfit as much. I said that before. I really didn't like Kay's outfit, but I do like Kay as a person. Kiana is very sweet. I think she's an amazing business person. I hate that this all happened to her. But anyway, we get into the Ashley package, and they're showing Ashley, and they talk about Ashley and um, her marriage or whatever, her lack of marriage or divorce that she's never gonna get, and her sharing bank accounts with her husband and used to rub his feet, as she would say. I really wasn't interested, but go on. Anyway, Ashley says that they were in a toxic relationship when they were filming. When they stopped filming, they got into a cool co-parenting situation, and again, they're back into toxicity. And she calls him a narcissist. And when she said that, I said a narcissist would know another narcissist. That's my opinions. It's not facts, not whatever. So anyway, we get on to Ashley and Giselle's business tire, and they show this whole thing of them, this fashion show from here. Um, and so the ladies was up there trying to tell Andy that they didn't see it as a fitness line. And the whole time I was thinking about it, I looked up on GNA, and it's still the same thing. It's still a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a beanie hat on their website. None of the clothes that they had On the Runway show is on their website for buy. So I was like, this was worse than She by Shein. Okay. So Anna was asking, was this like She by Shein? But no, this is worse than She by Shein. This is GNA by Trash. Okay. Anyway, we get into this fight or whatever, and Andy leads the conversation into a way that it felt like we was already starting with the BS. Of course, Ashley said she knew Deborah had some issues with Candace, but she said she just wanted to talk to her and clear the air. And I call BS. I really do. I call BS because we all know Ashley was not trying to, Ashley was not looking out for Candace, first of all. Okay. We all know that even if she told you this, Ashley, you're smart enough to know that Candace was not going to try to make amends with somebody who sat here and said her husband was trying to sleep with her. Okay. And for the life of me, I feel like she's playing in our face for us to try to believe the bullshit. Okay. And then so we get on to the fact that they asked Kiana how what was her, how did she get into this and stuff. And she was telling her side of the story, and she was telling how, you know, she just happened to be the person that was right there and smack dab in the middle, and she was trying to break it up before it got to anything, and then she got hit with the glass, and before she knew it, they were just fighting. Um, Candace breaks down and she's telling people, how she doesn't expect people to stand up for her, and in that moment, I felt bad for her. I've been seeing this clip all all week pretty much, and every time I saw it, it took a little piece out of me. And to watch it tonight, and to see Robin with this smile, because at the time that Candace is physically breaking down, Robin is sitting there with a big smile on her face, like this is enjoyment for her. Baby, the way I wanted to jump through the TV, take that girl by the fake wig on her head, turn it around my fingers, and drag her behind throughout this reunion show was just almost the audacity and the anger that I felt watching this. For Giselle to sit there and say she blames everybody, and then she puts Wendy into it, and Mia's telling her, "What did Mia do? What did Wendy do? Wendy didn't have anything to do with it. Wendy didn't have anything to do with it." And Giselle saying, "Didn't she run into it? She didn't run into it. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just take Wendy out. We'll just take Wendy out." Honey, you said you saw it for yourself. If you saw it for yourself, you would have known Wendy didn't have anything to do with it. You didn't see it for yourself. You are lying, as you always do. But so you gotta be right. I don't know who in her life told her that that light skin and those green eyes was gonna get her anywhere. But that girl is the demon and the devil himself. And I'm telling you, nothing good is gonna come from her. I pray. God is my witness, I pray. That her daughters are looking at her and saying, I do not want to be like this woman when I grow up. And that's a sad thing to say, that somebody's child should not want to be like their mama. But they should look at their mama and say, this is what I don't want to be. Because Giselle is a snake, she's a devil, and she's a downright demon. Oh my God. I have been heartbroken over agonizing over watching this reunion part 3. And I think for me, the reason why I agonized over this reunion is because the same thing that they're saying that Candace shouldn't be doing, each and every last one of them have already done before. Robin has got up in people's face with an umbrella. Okay? Giselle has talked crap about everybody on this show. Everybody has talked crap about her. But what makes it so hard to swallow is that for this young lady, she can never be forgiven for hers. Her mouth too slick. And Mia sitting up there saying, you got to be careful what you say. Well, Mia, you got to be careful what you say too. Because it was just last season that you was talking slick and hitting and throwing drinks on Wendy last season. And I don't remember you being remorseful for that. So you got to be careful what you do. So you should be off this show too. Okay? I'm tired. This is me being tired. I hate that I was invested in this season. I hate that I watched this season. I hate I had watched this reunion at all because the kind of pain that I felt watching it, the kind of pain I still feel, I am going to really have to debrief myself and cleanse my body to get this hate out of my heart because I try not to hate people. I try not to spew out the toxicity that I get back. But I'm telling you, Giselle is an evil son of a bitch. And I mean that with every fiber in my soul. And if they don't get rid of Giselle, I will never, ever in life watch this show again. As long as that girl is on here, I won't watch it. I will forgive Robin. I will forgive Ashley. Hell, I'll even forgive Nickel before I forgive Giselle. I would never ever support Bravo as long as Giselle is in the mix. And let's be clear, I halfway like the Giselle, and I'm gonna say halfway. I did. I liked it the cast before I had to watch this season. You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was a little slide shade toward each other. I never felt like it was somebody was wishing for somebody else's downfall until this season. I never felt like these girls didn't give a damn about somebody on this show until this season. I've never felt the pain that I felt until this season. This has taken a lot out of me. Um, and so I hate that I couldn't finish this show on a good note. I really do. Potomac used to be like my jam. Of course, I watch all the reality people. I love reality TV. I love TV, period. So for me to drop Potomac has been like a lot. But I'm signing off, you guys. Um, Neka and Wendy, they had their discussion and they talk, and um, I still feel the same way I feel. Um, I feel like Ashley never takes herself accountable, never holds herself accountable. Nobody makes her. I feel like um, Neka could have used this opportunity to come in and being the bigger woman, stood up and said, no, I don't know Wendy, but I would like to get to know her for myself. And that didn't happen as well. Um, I feel like Wendy could have been a bigger person and said, even though this lady is going low and is talking about my mom, I'm going to give her grace, even though she didn't give me the grace. That didn't happen. So I find fault on both of their sides. I think both of them could have did this better. And I feel like this part of it, and it's saying he didn't know that this was something in the African culture and they would have never played it if they knew this. I feel like that's BS. I really do. I feel like Bravo uses that as a tactic whenever something goes awry and they don't know. They want to play like they don't know. They uses this, and it's at our expense. Okay, it's never on. It never happens on the white or the Italian shows. It's always on the black shows when they don't know. Um, and I feel like it's easier to say I didn't know to a bunch of people of minorities than it is to say I didn't know to your group of people. And so that's the reason why Bravo needs to surround themselves around the culture. If you're gonna have black shows, we should have black producers and black hosts because they will know. If you're gonna have Italian shows, you should have Italian hosts and Italian production and Italian, you know what I'm saying, like production. So these people will know what those cultures align in. If you're gonna have African people on your show, then you need to have somebody of African descent on production or either hosting the show, so that you will know when stuff like this comes up, and you don't have to sit here in our face after it's done, after you done spread this hate on our screens and told us to take it in. We're disrespecting your culture. We're disrespecting your religion. We're disrespecting your beliefs. And sorry, we didn't know about it. I'm tired of you messing us over and then in the back end saying, I'm sorry. No. Learn. Don't do this to our culture. Don't make us swallow something, hold on to something, drag something on that it's going to then divide and conquer us. And then in the back end, months later, you tell us, we're sorry. We didn't know that this was such a big thing in your culture. You need to learn it. It's not our responsibility to teach you. You're doing a show. You should already know. So for production, they get an F. Okay? You failed. You failed the show. You failed the people. You failed everyone. You failed me? So, I'm gonna get off of here because I have been 28 hot since I watched it. I don't know if I could stomach watching it again. That's the reason why I went on and did it live, because I wanted to go ahead and get it out. Um, I pray you all will find a way to decompress yourself from this show, because this show brings out a lot of um, toxic and hurtful stuff. Whether you are team one person or team another person, it can be toxic on both sides. I have really, really, really been tired, and I am so glad that this is the final part of the reunion. And I am so glad that I'm letting it go, because I don't bring in toxicity into my life for no reason. And I don't want to be triggered for no reason. Um, it doesn't cost a thing to learn what is bad for our culture. It doesn't cost a thing. Like, I think when all this stuff was coming up, you kept hearing Wendy say this was a bad thing. You kept hearing Nika say this was a bad thing, even though Nika was kept it going. I feel like production should have stopped it in and say, you know what, we're gonna do some research on this and see if this is gonna affect somebody's mental health, somebody's religious, if it's gonna affect the Africans that actually support and watch this show. But no, you missed the ball because you didn't want to learn. And you wanted to tell us you're sorry on the back end months later. Don't be sorry, be careful. Don't be sorry, be smart. But they're not smart enough to do that. And since Bravo is not smart enough to learn what they need to learn before they film a show, then they shouldn't be filming a show. I will never ever watch this show again. I hope that y'all have an amazing, amazing night, day, whatever time you're watching this. I hope y'all really do the due diligence that it takes to get yourself mentally, you know, unleashed from this show. um, Meditate tonight. Get that spirit off of you. Do not go to sleep with that anger on you. I'm about to meditate and get this off of me. Will solve myself and try to calm myself down. I pray that you all stay happy, healthy, and blessed. And I most importantly hope that y'all are safe and secure where you are. Have an amazing, amazing night. I will see y'all again tomorrow. I am back to doing reviews. I am back to getting in with the jeans. Tomorrow I will be doing a Love and Marriage Huntsville show tomorrow, talking about the beef that is happening on these YouTube streets. And I hope you will join me. I will set it up tonight at some time, and you will be able to see it. I hope that y'all have an amazing night and day, and that y'all come on back the next time. And until next time, I hope that you'll be blessed just like me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Good night.